Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you 8 easy hairstyles that you can do on your toddler. If I can do it, you can do it. They're fast and quick and simple. Not to mention super cute on any kid. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like it and consider subscribing to my channel. Also, stay tuned to the end where I show you how to make your own homemade leave-in conditioner spray with only 2 ingredients. First, we're going to gather some supplies. Now, anyone who has a toddler knows that you can't go into a hair session without some distraction. Sometimes I'll give my toddler my phone to watch a cute little video, but sometimes I give her some books. These books are some really good ones that she can easily flip through, she doesn't get distracted, and they keep her occupied, and she can still move her head wherever I need her to. Next, you're going to need actual hair supplies. I like to make a homemade leave-in conditioner hairspray. This makes her hair softer and easier to manage while also getting it wet. This also acts as a detangler spray. Here I have a brush that I got from the Dollar Tree. It scoops up all her hair and it doesn't pull as much as a comb would, but you could also use a comb if you wanted better parting. Then I have a box of little tiny rubber bands that I got from Walmart. There's a bunch in the pack. I think it was just $1 or $2, and they work really, really good to keep those tiny little fine hairs at bay. If you didn't want to use rubber bands, if they pulled at your child's hair too much, you could also use the soft fabric coated ones, but I find that they're a little bit more bulky and they don't keep the hair as tightly. Now before you start any hairstyle, you want to thoroughly dampen the hair and then brush it out. You don't want any tangles or else it'll create knots in the rubber bands. Here's a picture for you guys of what my toddler looks like when she wakes up. She has really fine yet thick hair that just needs a little TLC in the mornings. For this hairstyle, I'm going to have her look up and separate a piece in the front with my brush. I'm not going to be very exact about it because I don't care about the exact partings. I'll be tying this off not very tightly, but tight enough to hold the hair. You'll want to do this slightly to one side. You'll see why in just a moment. I've only taken a piece of hair from the center top of her head and the very front. So next I'll be taking another section from the center top, just a few inches back from that one, and adding it to the first one with another rubber band. Keep the hair ties in line so that they're slightly off to the side. Then just repeat this process as many times as it takes to get to the crown section. Once you're at the crown section, you'll just want to scoop around instead of making a straight part and then tie it off at the very back. Remember to keep all the hair ties slightly off to the side. Either side will work. This is hairstyle number 1. You could leave it just like this and maybe wet down the rest of the hair and brush it smooth so it laid right. It looks really cute. It has a half up, half down do look. The second style, we're going to build on the first style. You'll just take the rest of the hair and wrap it up with that top ponytail to make a single ponytail in the back. This is hairstyle number 2. This is a good hairstyle that gets all the hair up off their neck and keeps it tangle free. For the third hairstyle, we're going to build just a little bit more on that first hairstyle. For this one, you're going to want to, instead of one ponytail, make 2, a set. And remember, if you have to take out one of these smaller rubber bands, make sure to grab the hair in two parts underneath the rubber band and split the hair, pulling the rubber band as you go. Otherwise, if you just yank it out, it's going to pull out a lot of their hair. The first thing you're going to want to do is take that top piece and whichever side you have the ponytails on, add that half of the head of hair of the rest of it to that ponytail. You can position this high or low or wherever you like a pigtail to be on the head, and this will create one pigtail of the set. With any ponytail, if you brush it out when you're done, it will look smoother and more polished once it dries. Then you'll take the hair on the other side of the head, for me this was the left, and put it into a ponytail as well, and this creates the second pigtail. This is hairstyle number 3. This adds just a little bit more by having 2 pigtails, but it also keeps the hair up off their neck and tangle free. Hairstyle number 4 starts with just simply brushing out the hair and then using the brush to create a center part and then using a hair tie for each side of the head to create pigtails. These could be high or low, either way. Now the trick to these is that on that last time through the hair tie, you're going to almost pull all the hair through, but not quite, and then spread out that little bun into a fan. You could leave the ends facing backward, forward, or sideways. I like the ends to be facing forward, but I've seen them facing backwards and they look just as cute. I also like these high above my daughter's ears. I think it gives her a little Minnie Mouse look and I really like it. If you found there was too much hair falling out of the front of these, you could also do tiny little ponytails leading up to them if you wanted. Once again, you're going to do your hair tie like normal as if you were doing a pigtail, except on that last time through where you can feel it's pretty tight, you want to almost pull through all the hair, but not quite all the way. Leave some ends sticking out and leave a little bun. This is hairstyle number 4. I really like this style because it looks really cute, but it's super quick and simple and it looks a little bit more complicated. The next hairstyle is just building off of that one, or rather undoing that one. So what you'll want to do is just pull these little buns through and create little pigtails. Again, you could position these anywhere on the head that you wanted to. What you see me doing there by splitting it and pulling on each side, that tightens the ponytail. You could also wet these and then brush them out again to ensure that they were smoothed out. This is hairstyle number 5. Probably everyone already knew how to do this, but I thought I would throw it in there anyways. This is just the classic pigtail look. It's cute on every kid, I promise. Hairstyle number 6 is similar to the last ones in that it involves multiple ponytails. So the first thing you're going to want to do is split the hair down the middle, just like hairstyle number 5. If you have a slightly unwilling participant, just like this one, it might take a little bit longer than hairstyle number 5 did. Then, similar to hairstyle number 1, you're going to take a piece in the front top section of each side and ponytail that off first. So that is 2 in the front section instead of 1 down the middle. You're going to continue taking sections on the single side until you reach the back and then take it into 1 at the very back to equal 1/2 ponytailed into a ponytail. This is a little bit hard to explain, so I'll just show you. It's very similar to the first hairstyle, it's just 2 sides instead of 1 down the middle. I'm just going to speed through the right side since you can't see it and then show you better on the left side. So once again, you're going to want to take a piece in the front and band it off separate. Then you'll take an inch or two from the next section and band it together with that first one, keeping them in line. You'll repeat this process until you get to wherever you want the pigtail to land. When you've got to the end, you're going to gather up all the rest of the hair on that side and band it together. And here we have hairstyle number 6. I would say this is one of my favorites to do on my daughter because it holds her hair all day long. Here's a picture of her hair at the end of the day. It held super well. This is a day we went for a walk, she played outside, we went swimming, there was lots of things going on and her hair did not fall out. For the next hairstyle, you're going to once again take a section from the front and band it separately. Then you're going to take the next section just as you would to band it together with the first, except you're going to divide it in half, left and right. You're then going to use the left section as the left, the little ponytail as the middle, and the right section as the right side, and do a little braid. You don't have to add any more hair into this, you just braid it backwards and smooth it as you go. You'll want to band this very tightly as it will be a very tiny little ponytail at the end. Now you could leave this as is and have a cute little half up, half down, or you could do what I did and put all the rest, including the braid, into a ponytail. Just be careful as you're brushing it out that you don't catch the brush in the braid. That would pull their hair very hard and be very painful. I don't think I've mentioned it before, but with any of these hairstyles, you can put a bow virtually anywhere on their hair. On days you're staying home, you could just leave it alone, or you could stick one at the top, at the front of the braid. You could stick a bow in the ponytail part. Here's how it looks without any bow. Here's how this one looks with a bow at the front of the braid. And here's how this one looks with a bow on the ponytail part. Each of these give it a little bit different characteristic, and you could do this with any of the hairstyles. For our 8th and last hairstyle, you're going to want to separate a part in the front top section. Yet again, this keeps all those baby hairs out of their face. Then you're going to take a section on the left and a section on the right, and starting with one section at a time, you'll band it off with half of the first. Then you'll take a scooping section around the crown of the head and tie it together with both the left and the right ponytails that you've just made. Once again, this is a versatile hairstyle that you could make into a ponytail if you wanted. I asked my daughter and she said she wanted to leave it down, so that's what we did, half up, half down today. So this is hairstyle number 8. This is the last one. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. So for the leave-in conditioner spray, all I do is use about 3 drops of any conditioner. I put it into a 12 to 16 ounce bottle and fill the rest with water. This is a super easy hack. It keeps their hair slick and smooth while you're trying to brush it out, and it helps keep the tangles at bay. On little kids, their head is so tender, and it's really hard to brush their hair if they're screaming and crying tears. It breaks my heart. And so I like to use a detangler spray. It keeps the thick yet thin little hairs smooth and easy to work with. Let me know in the comments down below if you like this recipe or any of the hairstyles I've shown you. Thanks for watching the video. If you like this, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching.